It all begins with one star. This is Epiphany. The drama begins. Lies, hypocrisy, dreams. And the greatest drama of all, the use of power without wisdom. This is Epiphany. It all begins with one star, small, shining, like a little firefly in the endless space of the sky at night. Darkness is illumined with its twinkling ray of light. Small as it may be, like a little star up there in the sky at night, everyone sees it. But wait, not everyone sees its beauty in its littleness. Not everyone sees its true purpose, why it is put up there in the sky. The star is only for those who have looked up and wondered at the sky. The star is only for those who have found meaning and truth in their life. The star is only for those who have stargazed and couldn't be silenced by injustice and toxicity of greed, power, and pride. No wonder why only the wise men from the east found the reason why it is put up there in the sky. They have realized that at the end of the light of the star lies the newborn King of the Jews. In the gospel text for this Sunday of the Epiphany of the Lord, the word star is only mentioned 4 or 5 times. It is easy not to notice the star because you see, it is not human and the star speaks without a word. But it all begins with a star. Upon knowing that the star points to where the newborn King of the Jews is, the drama begins. If only if the star is human or an animal, it could have been shot to death by those who are disturbed by what it is saying without a word, or by what it is not saying. Nevertheless, the drama begins. The drama of the outsiders, of the secret plans, of the fear of the ruler Herod. Deception begins. Lies, hypocrisy, dreams, and the greatest drama of all, the use of power without wisdom. And this is where Epiphany kicks off. God will show now who He is. He will appear in the most unlikely faces and places. But one must be guided by the star, to be directed to the great star, which is already in radiance of His divine light lying in the manger. Now everybody looks at the star. It was already foretold that another king will rise, the great star. His light will guide peoples and kings. Every nation will adore him. He will rise in the not-so-known place, Bethlehem. The ruler Herod is fearful. His power is being threatened by a child. He called the wise men in order to use them for his purpose. The wise men told him the exact time of the star's appearance. Then Herod told them to look for this child, and when they find this child, they have to report to him. He will pay him homage too. A deception. The star appeared again. It led the wise men to the one who they were looking for. They were so happy of the star guiding them. Then they found a house and the mother and child. They entered and worshipped the child. They gave him the best gift of what each of them has: gold, frankincense, myrrh. In fact, they gift their lives in search for this child. In return, they were gifted with wisdom, the gift of knowing and witnessing to what is right and wrong. Now, being gifted, ready to go home, they did not report to Herod. They went by another way, the way of the light and life. This is Epiphany, the feast of Jesus revealing himself to all who look up the sky and see the sign in the star. This is the feast for all who believe in God's secret plan, and for those who believe that there is another way of living, a good life, and of doing things. This is the feast of reminding us that there is another way, a better way of responding to threat, to power-hungry people, to greedy and proud people. Epiphany is the feast of dealing with people who are themselves toxic, who sadly kill our human dignity, freedom, religion, and our being human. While we are vaccines of healing ourselves, this is the feast of helping others to become one and to promote the culture of care this 2021. Happy New Year, everyone! See you again next weekend. God bless you more.